What's good, guys? It's your boy JC is from IMPALATRADES, and I sees what I want the whole goddamn time. So, guys, I'm here to give you this week's breakdown on US.30 ever since and I'm gonna just to make you see that we do know what we are talking about. I'm gonna emphasize as much as I can on this double top, double bottom situation. Ever since it gave us this double top here, it never came back to this point. And I can go back and show you other things in here, but I did say that once it gives us this double top, we have to continue selling. I mean, we have to be looking out for sells as our overall movement, as it has been like that. So before I do a lot of things, I'm currently okay. Let me go back to the daily time frame. I'm on the daily time frame. When I look at the daily time frame, I don't see anything. I don't see anything that I should be explaining here, but I'm gonna just start off by marking my current lowest point, which is this one. Let me mark it from this point. So, guys, before I begin, make it a point that you like, you share, you subscribe, you hit that notification bell to get notified. To get notified every time I drop a new video. Immediately after, right after me marking my current lowest point, you already get the picture and the idea of like what's gonna happen and what we should be looking out for. You understand? So I'm gonna start off by doing this as well. Let me start off by yeah, let me do it like this, and then I'm gonna come back to this point here. I wanna explain what happened on this point here. So, guys, the market has been playing around on this point, as you can see, for it to end up giving us a double top, and then eventually it ended up breaking that point. Hence, as you can see, it started off buying, and which meant it was facing some challenges to breaking this point, which is what it eventually did on the daily time frame, by the way. And then it only makes sense that it comes back and retest this point. Hence, it was a strong point for it to break, and it can just break it and continue selling. You understand? Which is what it did on the daily time frame, and then it immediately, as you can see, it started selling right here, which is the thingy, the concept that I've been telling you about, the breakthrough and rejection concept. So before I do a lot of things, actually, I just want you to understand the support and resistance. You understand? Which is the points where the market breaks them or struggles to break them, but eventually break them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go to H4. I'm gonna go to H4. Before I do a lot of things, you understand? Before I do a lot of things, as you can see, like, it's making so much sense, you understand? And it would have made sense. I wouldn't have blamed it if it consolidated around this point. You understand? I wouldn't have blamed it, but it didn't, which is a good thing for us. We get to continue selling. So right now, as you can see, the market is currently on this point here. It was giving us a young retest here. For someone who doesn't know, would have thought that now we're gonna continue buying, blah 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 blah. But I did say that we should be looking out for sales. You understand? We should be looking out for sales as the overall movement, which is what's happening. So as you can see here, again, we broke this point. We have to come back and do it and retest, which is what's happening right now. So today, the main focus for you is to focus on the retest and the breakthrough and retest. You understand? Consolidation and impulse, such things. I feel like that's what you should be focusing on for the way this market is currently moving. Shouldn't be focusing on a lot of things. Look at how the market is moving. You see, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. Currently on the correction, which means we are to do what? Impulse again. And if you look at it here, we are currently playing around this point, and we literally just broke this point, which is making sense for it to do what? To play around here and give us the correction. So the things that you use, right? You need to look at how the market is moving for you to be able to use the information, you understand, that you might already have. You don't just use it whenever you feel like it should be used. You look at how the market is moving and you understand that, oh, okay, since the market is moving like this, then I should be using the correction and impulse concept, support and resistance comes. You understand those things, all of those things. So obviously you're gonna be able to do that once you join my one-on-one online Zoom sessions, which is where I'm gonna tip you and give you all the necessary information for you to be able to utilize it and use it for the good cause, which is to help you make money. You understand? So I'm gonna move this guy a little bit because I feel like it wasn't placed so well. I'm gonna move it to this point. I remember telling you that once after breaking this point, we have to come back and retest on our neckline, which is what we did. Understand? Like such things, you just have to be, you just have to be aware of them. Excuse my manners. I'm hoping that you are having a wonderful day, wonderful morning, wonderful night, depending on whatever time that you are watching this video. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's continue with it. I'm gonna do that. So for now, guys, for me, like the main focus for me is the impulse and correction, impulse and correction. That's literally what I'm focused on. You understand? That's literally what I'm gonna be using to trade the US.30 market. I'm not gonna be here placing a lot of things and confusing the people that I want to understand me, which is you guys, and I'm hoping that you do understand me. The market right now is currently moving like that, correction impulse, and it's crazy. It's moving like that on the higher time frames, which is the daily time frame, the H4, H3, whatever time frame that you want to use, which is higher. You literally can see the whole thing that now this is a correction impulse, correction impulse. So which means it's more valid to be using that, or to be focused on that when it comes to making money. By the way, this is US.30. If I didn't say that already, this is US.30. As you can see, like we are, it's a trend. We are playing inside a trend, of which the trend is literally telling us down is where we are going. You understand? So like this is just some of the things that we need to be looking out for. We need to be looking into, or whatever. You look at such things, you look at such things and you understand that, okay, I see what's happening. The trend is downwards, the trend is going down. So it only makes sense that we should be looking out for sells. You understand? So I'm gonna remove these things. I just wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you that. But for other things and all that, uh it's simple, you understand? So trend lines are used for you to mark the trend. You understand? So it's not like you come up with a trend. Nah, you literally just see the trend and you mark it. You understand? So that's basically what trend lines are meant for. So yeah, that's it for you, Stacy, guys. I'm not gonna explain a lot of things. I'm literally let me just do this, because some people, they might not still understand, Let me just do it. I'm still looking out for sales. I'm still looking out for sales. I'm gonna just put this one here because yeah, it might correct all the way to this point so that it can continue giving us sales. But for now, I'm literally still looking out for sales. Yeah. Simple as that, you understand? So for more information, for you to grab, or for you to get that whole picture information, you literally just have to join my one-on-one sessions, because literally there's no other way you can be provided such information on YouTube. You understand? But then at the end of the day, the information is valid, which is what you need to be focused on. Let me check out German 30. Just just a few minutes, Nyana. Check out German 30. So as you can see, German 30, it's inside a trend as well, which is currently playing around at this point. And I'm looking out for sells here as well. I'm not gonna do a lot of things, you know. I'm not gonna do a lot of things, you know. So I'm currently just looking out for sells here as well. I'm hoping that once it touches this trend here, this trend line, I mean to say, that's when we are gonna be looking out for those selling points. But for now, let's just play around. And obviously, we gave out the buying signal from this point today, which is today in the morning, London session. Gave out buys from this point, and now it's currently on this point, and the results were provided on the free channel on Telegram, which is where you're supposed to be. If you're not there, just make it a point that you hit that description option there, and then you check the link for Telegram, and then you join, you subscribe, and you're gonna be provided free signals every now and then, which is not promised obviously, but then free signals will be provided from time to time. But we did provide a signal today. Let me check M30. It is playing around in a good way, but I'm hoping that just go and hit this point, you know. Just go and hit this point. So this week, guys, moral of the story this week, there's not a lot of things that you need to be doing. You just need to mark the trend. You just need to look at how the market is moving, which is US.30 for us, impulse and correction, which is where we are gonna be looking at. We don't need to analyze a lot of things, or we don't need to point out a lot of things. It's literally you just seeing a correction here and an impulse. Simple as that. So what's there to be explained? You understand? So yeah, that's all I have to say. As you can see here, it's currently giving us a young what's that, correction right after breaking this resistance, which makes sense. You understand? As you can see here, from this point, it's a resistance. Let me check that. Let me check. As you can see here, it's giving us some corrections. It only makes sense. You need to look at how the market is moving. Currently, we're just checking out German data. Not a lot to do. We're not doing a lot. We're just checking it out. So that's it, guys. I was just checking out German 30 and US 30 for you. I just told you what you need to be doing and how you should trade it this week. Just make it a point that you focus on the impulse correction movements, and then you will be able to capitalize. But also make it a point that you remember, you keep in mind that the overall movement, it sells. So make it a point that you capitalize with that. And yes, guys, let's meet on another video, and I'm hoping that you have a wonderful one. Let's meet again or at 3:30. I might send out a free signal on Telegram. Just subscribe, and yes, you know we're trading US30 this side, and let's meet on another video. Let's go.